Hey guys, today I'm going to go through a video in which I had a really big comeback on recovery. There's a little glitch here where my game shows that I'm going into Sideshow at the beginning, so I select a gun that I usually use on Sideshow instead of the one that I normally use. So I start out with a thermal on accident, get a kill, die pretty quick, show that in a second. But I didn't want to cut any of the video out because I want to show you, I do die. I get called a hack a lot. The deaths that I usually have are just like any other death. It's not like I'm cheating. But a lot of people like to consider me as a hacker, mainly because I do really well against them, but that's part of life. So I get the good gun out, and I start out right away, and I get this nice quad kill. 4 of them line up again, nicely for me. So I try to reload. Apparently it was just, I sped ahead just too quick, and I run right into this nice triple kill again. So right away I have 7 kills. And I'm like, okay, so I get 4 and then 3 right away, and then I make a mistake and run right into a grenade. So close to getting my UAV. So I'm like, alright, well that wasn't too hard to get, I should be able to get that again. So I come, I look where all the enemies were just a second ago that killed me. Got lucky and tagged the foot of that guy and he died. And I pretty much run around the map, but I keep myself, strategically placed, and the enemies just kind of group together, and they don't play very well as a group, so it's easy to pick them off one by one when they're in a group and they don't do too well at killing you. I'm constantly looking at the mini-map in the upper corner, and it's very useful in finding where people are. And that guy should have been able to kill me, but I was able to get that exo stim on just in the nick of time, and he couldn't graze me with his last bullet, and I was able to get that kill on him. So I only need, I think, 100 more points for my UAV, and I'm just looking around for people. I couldn't find anyone, so I'm just like, alright, well, let's check the edges. I guess it was 150. And then I do a horrible, embarrassing aim on that guy, but I get him. And now this is where the fun begins. Because I got my UAV. Once I use it, I'm going to see right where everyone is. But I knew the UAV that was up, I knew that they were there already, so I didn't want to start it right yet. And I'm about to get shot down by something right there. I got out of the way really quick. I thought I was going to die. But, I calmly killed that guy. He was pretty low. My teammate had already gotten a shot on him. But this is where I actually do start having fun here. And people will start typing messages in the comments saying how I'm a hacker and stuff. But hey, you guys are watching the video. It's just them. They're not doing very well. This is where UAV is just a beast. I'm sure you guys have seen it hundreds of times where UAV is paints targets on the map. And then, yeah, this kill, by the way, was really embarrassing, but that doesn't happen too often. Usually I'm able to pick them off right away. They just, whenever you stand around and you have yourself painted red, you gotta understand that people are just gonna come find you. It's pretty easy. And as you notice, we already took the lead. We were down, I think it was low 20s, and they had 44 to begin with, so I think it was over a 20-point deficit that we had, and as soon as I joined the game, that deficit started decreasing pretty quickly. And I'm already on my second streak in a row, and then I think I get killed right there. Yeah, it happens. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was in a safe spot to lay my assault drone, but that assault drone starts kicking some butt, and I go right back down and kill the guy that killed me, and I pick up another easy target, and I see a few more popped up above me, so I sneak up behind them. I think I get 1, and then I get 2, and then this guy's over here camping. I'm like, oh, 3, that's easy. Should have been able to kill me, man. And then there's there's someone raging. Oh, I almost fell off the edge right there. That was fun. I was like, if I die right now, I'm gonna be so upset. Falling off the edge. But yeah, as you can see, most of these players aren't that good at aiming, so it's pretty easy to pick them off. Right there, I thought I was gonna get the kill, but hey, teammate got it. Sometimes I feel like whenever someone goes prone, that the image that it shows on the screen is not actually what will kill. If you were to shoot that image like above it, even though you're shooting the body, it doesn't give that kill, and I think that's just a lag between where the actual body is versus the motion, the action that the person is when going prone. And sometimes I feel like I just am shooting the body, but I'm not getting any hit markers, and I think that's just Call of Duty's lag in that sense. But yeah, as you notice, I had a pretty embarrassing death when I jumped upon those two guys. I picked the wrong one to start shooting, and then I couldn't make up my mind which one to kill. And as you can see right there on the screen, someone called me a hack. It happens, but there's this finale here where I get 2 out of the 3, but I hit all 3 of them, and then the game ends. And I was pretty happy that we came back and pretty much destroyed them in that game, but I get called a hacker Mainly because I got so many kills in such a short period of time, and they thought it was just going to be an easy sailing game when they were taking the lead that quick. But you know, that's not how I roll. When I get into a game, you know, I'm gonna work harder, and I'm gonna bring our team and make them win. So it started out low 20s, and they had 44, and we ended up winning by 30 points. I had 47 kills in a short period of time. I mean, the map had already opened up the back doors. That's pretty much half of the game right there. So half the game had passed, and I spawned into this game with half of it left. So they were pretty upset with how well I did, but I just wanted to share that video with you guys. So tell me what you think, comment below, and until next time, guys.